I just want to get into it. How you doing? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and basically there's an update on Team Red Miner. There's a closed beta and there's an open beta. I'm going to link you to open beta and everything down below, but I just wanted to show you some of the performance information or data that I got so far with this update. Looking pretty good. If we bring you over here, and this is for everybody that's watching in the future, if anybody joins live, we'll answer any questions after the fact. Thank you once again for stopping by. But real quick, so HiveOS, my AMD mix rig, right? We got 5700s XTs, we got 6800s, we got 6600s, we got 6700s, and we got a 590 on here. So we got a broad mix of different generation GPUs in one rig, and that can oftentimes cause issues. What I found out with Team Red Miner is it's the most stable. When I'm trying to use other miners, what would happen is the 590 will cause the system to crash, or maybe the Gigabyte card, which is failing the Silicon Lottery, will cause the system to crash. But with Team Red Miner, both the closed beta and the open beta, which by the way, right now on their GitHub, the highest version you can get to is 0.9.4.2, but you will see in the Hive flight sheet that the highest that you can get to is actually 7, right here. 0.9.4.7. But this command that is also in the description, dash or tech depending on who you ask, kernel underscore VM underscore mode equals RR. There are some other command parameters you could put in there, but when I added that, and I'm not going to say it's the one that by itself did everything. But if we look here, I've been consistently around 412 mega hash. 410 to 412 is what I've been consistently around. But then when I started using the RR command, I went up to 426 mega hash, and I've been a little bit more stable than I was before. You can see the choppiness, you know. I think this one was a lightning strike, but then it chopped up here, and then I updated, and then here we are. So basically, you know, 412, let's say 412 to 420, right? So that's about 8. I got about 8 to 10 mega hash more, and then I did a little bit more fine tuning, and I was able to get to 425 overall. That's not on one GPU, that's overall. But I was able to drop the power down quite significantly, obviously improving thermals, which you can see here. Everything is in check, even though it's hot right now, right? So it's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit in my household. In the tent, it's even hotter. But these cards are running way cooler. I mean, this 5700 is around 52. I know people say you can get 54 mega hash. Stay tuned for a video why your clocks won't work for everyone, where I go over in great detail about why, you know, one person can get a hash rate while the other one can't, even if they have the same clocks. But anyways, so I'm able to get a little bit extra hash rate even in a hot thermal environment. I could probably push this memory a little bit higher now that the thermals are much better. The Gigabyte card, just write that card off as a loss. I need to upgrade or get rid of it. But they're around 80, 87, 90, 82 watts versus the typical 110 watts. So this Team Red Miner, both the open beta, which is 0.9.4.7, and the closed beta, which you can go do some informational research by clicking the link in the description. Their Discord is linked down there. A lot of useful information. Matter of fact, I have a surprise for you. Thank you to Lick Lobster, which we'll go over later on. But for wrapping up this video, Team Red Miner, new update. There's an open beta and a closed beta. Let's talk about some of the changes, right? So this is a public release and only available through the download links below. We've chosen release 0.9.4.7 in the previous 0.46 as a public betas to gather more user feedback without triggering automatic updates in the mining distros. With the 4.7 release, we believe we solved the issue with some Navi GPUs simply not responding well to R mode, rather dropping to example 48, 50 mega hash instead of the expected 55, 56 mega hash for say the 5700 XT. I could hit those 54 mega hash threshold that they're citing, but again, because my cards had to be downclocked, compared to where they were, say 48, 49 mega hash, I did gain almost 2 to 3 mega hash per 5700 XT, except for the Gigabyte card, which is heavily underclocked as far as memory at the 780. Moving on, we're expecting to push this version into a proper public release shortly unless we hear about any additional issues. if you do not use the new R mode or your Windows miner, you still have an upside running this new version for a smooth power. Smooth power is what the key here is, and I really like this. The rewrite is targeting ePash family algorithms, obviously. Smooth power transitions. This affects all GPUs in both Windows and Linux. This is mainly a theoretical stability feature that improves power draw on a very small scale level, making sure the GPU actively and resulting powers activity, making sure the GPU activity and resulting power draw is as smooth as possible, avoiding the PSU slew rate spikes. The nice side effect is that in most cases all improve hash rate slightly on all GPUs, which I can confirm that did, as well as dropped the power draw even further than where it was before. Now, R mode. This is our most advanced mode work so far. It's a Linux only. Like the previous C mode for Radeon 7s, R mode is applicable for all non-Polaris GPUs. It also needs special Linux kernel boot parameters set like the Radeon 7 C mode. R mode will be used by default when necessary. Linux kernel parameters are set. A huge difference between the new R mode and previous BC modes is that the R mode does not degrade over time as the DAG grows. The efficiency improvements on many GPUs are significant. Biggest winners are the 5700 XT, the 5700, and the 5600 XT. I can't confirm the 5600 XT, but the point of this video is to let you know this update's out and to show you that, one, obviously I'm able to confirm it does provide increased performance. A few mega hash here and there, it increases efficiency and it drops power. However, if you have a 5600 XT, feel free to test this out. Get down to me in the comments below. Let the community know what's going on. But here are the various downloads. What you need. Here's the test instructions. More importantly, what you need is you need this extra config argument, right? -- kernel _ VM _ mode equals RR, which, as you can see, I have that in my flight sheet. And that is where I got the extra improvement. I forced 0.9.4.7, but you can do the latest if you want. Just make sure it's on the latest one. And then here we are. So increased efficiency, less power, more hash on the 5700 series GPUs and 5600 series GPUs. How would that apply for the newer Navi cards? I'm not sure, but it doesn't work on Polaris. However, my Polaris card is running a lot better because everything around it is not running as hot. This card particularly would get nice and toasty because everything else was running hot. But being in a hot Florida environment, what can you expect? You know, I'm not going to be able to run as cool as, say, my Canadian counterparts. But good update. Definitely can vouch for it being more stable. This is still the testing phase. This is an open beta. 4.7 is an open beta. While there is a closed beta in their Discord, feel free to hop in, share insight, be constructive, be helpful, and you know there's different sections here. You know, Polaris, Vega, Radeon, Navi, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to get this video out for you guys to show you the performance increase that I saw. Again, jumping from 112 mega hash to about 426 mega hash. That wasn't just the new command or argument. That was also me being able to do some tweaks and fine-tune voltages and stuff like that. I could drop the voltages a little bit more. I could raise the memory a little bit more, but this is just the opening phases. I'm just glad to see, even on a hot day, even when the tent's warmed up, that these cards are running a lot cooler. This Gigabyte card's already in the 90s. If I push the memory any higher than this, of course, it's going to be 94, 98 degrees Celsius, and when it does that, it tends to crash the entire system. So I'm trying to avoid that. This is my worst card in this entire rig. The latest version publicly available, 0.9.4.2, but link is in the description to get 4.7, as well as to their Discord where you can get some more information. But that's going to do it for this segment of this video. I am still live. I'm going to be hanging out with anybody that's hanging out in the live chat. If not, I will dip out. But do me a favor, if you're watching this in the future, test it out, get some data, share your data. A lot of people have been sharing it already in Team Red Miner Discord, so on and so forth. Probably somewhere on Reddit, GPU mining. But go ahead and post, you know, your 5600 XT, 5700, 5700 XT results down below, and let the rest of the community know what you got going on. Your clocks, your memory clocks, any additional information, and is Team Red Miner showing you that it's more stable than any other miner before. I'd be interested to hear from you. But do me a favor, on the way out, hit the like button. Don't forget to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out links in the description. That will support the channel and what we do here. And you all have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Moving on to the live chat. There is nobody hanging out. I mean, well, there's 22 people watching, but there's nobody actually hanging out. So, yeah, we're just going to talk about something that Lick Lobster, for those of you that are hanging out, I want you guys, if you guys are still hanging out or you watch to past that last point in this video, I want you to comment Lick Lobster in the comments below. Let me know you're still here or that you stuck around for a little bit longer. Lick Lobster was actually able to share some information. This is why I love the community, right? I'm not the end all be all. I don't know everything, but I got a BIOS that apparently others have tried that could get the 6950 XT up to close to 70 mega hash. I have not tried it yet, so I'm going to shut down because right now we're recording on the rig with the 6950 XT. I'm going to shut down, boot into HiveOS. I'm going to apply this BIOS, and then I'm going to see what the hash rate is. If I have any updates, I will record maybe a short for you guys because I've done enough content on this. Besides doing a teardown, I don't really want to beat a dead horse. However, long story short, it sucks, right? It sucks that the 6950 XT refresh, stock is 55, 56 mega hash. Yes, it has 18 gigabit per second faster memory, but the latency or the timings on that memory is bad to where it's handicapping the hash rate. Now, of course, when we apply the 6900 XT or go back a generation and apply that BIOS to the card, we get back up to the 64, 63 mega hash that all of those cards are known to do. So, my prediction is it isn't just the memory, but if minor devs make updates and AMD drivers get optimizations, what we could see is just like we saw with GDDR5X, where the memstrap timings were included inside the miner, or even with some of the AMD GPUs where the memstrap timings or optimizations were included itself in its miner. We may see that with the 69XX refresh or the 6000XXX refresh, whatever you call it. So we may actually have those timings, those optimizations built into the miner, give the devs time, right? Most of the devs, especially ones that can mine on both Nvidia and AMD, are still working on LHR, stability, finalizing everything. That's more important, honestly, than this because the refresh from an AMD is just similar to Nvidia. It's kind of like a money grab, right? Hey, we got this extra stock, let's reuse it, right? So they're reusing it. Nothing special about the architecture. Yes, it is a smaller node size, but unfortunately, the 5 to 7% improved gaming performance does not translate to mining performance. I covered all this in my previous video. I have not done a summary yet, but I've been super busy. Thank you, all of you, for your patience. But yeah, got a new BIOS. I'm going to shut down this rig after the stream. I'm going to apply it, and we're going to see what happens. Now, this is a water-cooled XFX 6900 XT. Obviously, it's going to have some clocks that might be a little bit better, some better memory timings, memory straps, but because it's a water-cooled component and I'm on air-cooled, I need to be conscious of the temperatures of my system, temperatures of my GPU, pay attention to the GPU hotspot, which I always do. You'll see it down here below. Unfortunately, hardware info is not available in HiveOS, but we can still monitor, core temp, memory temp. We just can't see GPU hotspot, stuff like that, unfortunately. But yeah, I got something to test out. Thank you, everybody who helped support the channel. I also have 2 new GPUs. I advised everybody last night, the A2000s. I will be having content on that, but I got a lot of other projects that I need to get on. So thank you for your patience in advance. And that's pretty much it. So Team Red Miner, good update. Closed beta. Link down below, or excuse me, open beta link down below, closed beta in their Discord. Go check it out, and make sure to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with what I got going on with the channel. And I'll just catch you guys later on. All right, it's a quick stream. You guys take care of yourselves. I'll catch you.